Need some coins for that God Squad you've always wanted? For the cheapest coins anywhere, check out MMOEXP.com and use code ZERK for 5% off your order. Link is in the description.
The whole thing wobbin', wobbin', wobbin'. When I come around, got the whole thing wobbin'.
Today I want to talk to you guys about skill-based passing in Madden 24. It was a feature that was introduced in Madden 23, but I know there's a lot of people out there that maybe just didn't use it in Madden 23, or if this is your first Madden ever, I'm here to help you out because you definitely want to be using this. Now, I do want to give a shout out to Braden Tyre for being a part of the Noti Gang. If you guys want a chance to shout in the next video, drop a like in the vid, make sure you guys are subbed to the channel, turn notification bell on, and comment down below, Noti Gang. Also, if you guys have not already checked out Underdog Fantasy, definitely make sure you do so. If you're watching this video before the NFL season starts, you can get in and take advantage of the before NFL season-long projections. Zeke touchdowns at 4.5 is crazy. That man is probably going to have 5 touchdowns by week 6. If you guys want to check out Underdog Fantasy, you can use code ZERK to match first deposit up to $100 and follow me over on Twitter for my picks. If you're watching this during the NFL season, check it out. It's even better then. I'm also running a giveaway right now for $1,000 in Underdog Fantasy funds. You can find that link down below in the comment section. 10 people are going to win $100 in Underdog funds. Choosing the winners on September 10th in the morning. Just retweet the tweet, follow myself and Underdog over on Twitter, and comment down below on that tweet your guys' Underdog username. Alright, so the first thing you guys need to know is when you first log into the game, you are going to select which type of passing you actually want to do. You may have selected Classic, whatever the case. You guys can come on over to here and go to Settings. Now from here, you want to head on down and you will find it under the passing mechanics, and you can see that I currently use placement and accuracy. You can see on the top right you have classic passing, which says disable skill-based passing, use classic Madden passing, placement and power, and placement and accuracy. Now, the reason why I use placement and accuracy over placement and power or anything is essentially because using placement and accuracy, there really isn't any downside to it, so that's why I use that. You won't really have any negative effects off of that. Passing slowdown, of course, just keep that off. And then I personally like these two. I like to keep mine as near, because if you guys go any farther than that, if you go to far, no max distance, whatever, when you're trying to, use skill-based passing, you can most certainly have some overthrows. So with near, I prefer that. And then freeform reticle speed, this is how fast you guys be able to move it around. I just keep it a 7. It's what I used last year. It's what I'm comfortable with. If you guys want to, advance this and go to 10, 12, whatever you want, that's pretty much going to affect how much you can really move the receiver. I like it at 7 to cause the least amount of overthrows possible. So after that, you guys want to head into training camp and go to team practice. You're going to want to practice this to kind of figure everything out. I'm just going to set this to offense only just to showcase a couple of things at first. So let me showcase to you guys exactly what skill-based passing is and what it really does. So a couple of things. Skill-based passing can be used to lead receivers. Now, you don't have to hold left trigger. Like, let me show you Jake Ferguson right here. You see how that's me straight up just pushing up on the left stick. Now, you can still lead your receivers by, moving left, moving right, moving up, or even down right here. You can see I kind of just threw it pretty much right on him right there. That is without holding left trigger. Holding left trigger is not just in general how you directional pass this year, how you pass lead, but holding left trigger allows you to do a lot more. So again, here is Jake Ferguson. I'm holding straight up. So you guys can see, obviously that does lead him up the field, right? But now let me show you what happens when I hold left trigger and do it. And as you guys can see, he's going to go way farther down the field and more of a sharper down the field. Now, why is that important? Because that allows you to really fit it in tight windows. Now, this is just 4 verticals, just straight up, going down. And again, you can see is most certainly is farther than just regular pass leading. That's just leading down the field. You can do that with streaks and everything, but look at this. I'm holding to the right there. That is me holding to the right with Brandon Cooks in the slot, right? Once again, I'm going to show you the case that for you guys one more time. I'm going to hold directly to the right. Now, you can see kind of slows down Brandon Cooks right there, makes him go for the ball, whatever. But let me show you what happens if you throw this correctly and you guys practice this with holding left trigger. Once again, Brandon Cooks going to do it. I'm going to hold directly to the right, and look at that. Cooks cuts off of his route. and comes to the right there. Completely breaks off the route and goes to the right. Now, obviously, you got to be really careful using that, you know, depending on the coverage, whatever, but especially versus man coverage, that can get glitchy. Of course, you can use this in many, many situations. Here I have CeeDee Lamb on a slant. Once again, I'm going to hold left trigger right there to make him go more up the field, and you can use this on streaks. If you want, like watch CeeDee Lamb right here. Once again, I'm going to throw this, you know, kind of to the inside to try to make CeeDee Lamb go for it. Nice throw, Dak. That wasn't even using left trigger right there, but once again, CeeDee Lamb to the inside. There you go. But now I'm going to hold left trigger and throw this farther to the inside. Once again, CeeDee Lamb right there diving for the catch. If the defender is kind of giving you, you know, an outside kind of shadow there, you can throw it to the inside holding left trigger and really make your receiver go for it to a spot that the DB's not going to be able to make a play on it. CeeDee with the drop. So now let me showcase this versus the defense. Now I have the defense just on a random play here, just so you guys can see me holding left trigger. So look at that, Brandon Cooks, I just pass led that to the right, holding left trigger. And again, you guys saw right there. Again, it's going to be another random play right here. Let's see, Jake Ferguson. Well, I want him going farther down the field to make that pass in between the linebackers. That's how you can use that. Now, something that I personally love doing versus single high safeties or versus no safeties is really using this on post routes too. It's one of my favorite things to do because you can really lead. Like CeeDee Lamb here, you see how he's going to come in that break and then cut to the inside? Well, if you see the safety is sitting right on the inside, depending on the release that we get off CeeDee, you can kind of lead it more up, and you can even hold that left sometimes. If the DB is like way behind you and you're literally just running directly into the deep blue there, the safety, just hold left trigger and then you can kind of point it up and to the left to where CeeDee will then cut kind of more towards like the 10 yard line right there. Once again, CeeDee Lamb holding left trigger, drop that one, but you can see you kind of want to lead a little bit more left. This is exactly what skill-based passing is going to allow you to do. It's much more than just leading the ball. It's putting the ball in a place where only your receiver can get, even altering the route. Like take a look at CeeDee Lamb. You can see I have him running a corner route here, but if I like that inside leverage, well then I can cut off the route right there and throw to the inside. And take a look at what you can do also on like a streak or something. If you think that you can just turn around like that and get the ball, yeah, you can. You can hold left trigger and again, hold down, and that is pretty much going to cut off the route on your receiver. Once again, I'm going to do that right here. I'm holding directly down. Sometimes not going to work depending on, you know, how close the DB is. Obviously right there, if the DB is kind of more behind the wide receiver or stride for stride, you probably don't want to do that. But there, once again, the DB was in front. Throw it back shoulder, you can do that. And if you guys are down on the goal line, yeah, you can also do that down on the goal line, or if you want to throw like certain back shoulder fades, whatever, mess around with this, practice with it, because this is a huge advantage that some people are just too scared to do because they don't want to, you know, accidentally lead to like some overthrows, or they don't want to accidentally, you know, lead the ball in the wrong direction, ends up being an interception. But if you guys can perfect this, this is really going to help you in Madden 24. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure you guys drop a like in the video, and of course hit that sub button down below. If you guys are new to Madden, make sure you guys hit that sub button. I post daily videos, tips, gameplays over on my second channel on Zirksee 2, pack openings, cover all of the new MUT content as well. Check out the channel. If you guys enjoyed this video, check out these.